to a crisis in conservation.
It is quite difficult to convince authorities that vultures are a priority. They say, I would rather spend the few resources I have on elephants, giraffes, lions that tourists want to see when they go on safari, rather than vultures.
I'm Sasha Dench, telling the story of some deeply misunderstood and endangered creatures, and the people trying to save them.
I don't think anyone really grows up liking vultures. But then I had an opportunity to raise my first vulture, called Percy. And it was that moment where I had Percy in my hand that I realized how fragile they are.
The Flight of the Vulture, Thursday at 9:30 and 20 GMT.
Still to come on the forum. The dominance of the US dollar in global trade was confirmed at the end of the Second World War, and for the next few decades the American currency reigned supreme. But not everyone was happy with this state of affairs. The French spoke of the Americans having an exorbitant privilege. Did they have a point? And what of more recent efforts to replace the greenback with the Chinese yuan? Join us again right after the news summary to find out more.
BBC News with Roisin Hasty. Donald Trump has welcomed a new agreement giving the United States access to Ukraine's mineral resources, which he said could be signed by President Zelensky in Washington on Friday. He said American taxpayers would get back more than the sum given in aid to Ukraine. Israel and Hamas say they've agreed that on Thursday, Israel will release the 600 Palestinian detainees and prisoners it refused to free last weekend. Israel will reportedly also release an additional set of Palestinians. In exchange, Hamas will hand over the bodies of 4 Israeli men. The energy giant BP is to slash its renewable energy investments to instead focus on increasing oil and gas production. The move has been met with dismay by some. Sudanese authorities say 46 people died when a military plane crashed in a residential area outside Khartoum. The army says the aircraft went down during takeoff. The Afghan authorities are continuing to search for people swept away by flash flooding on Tuesday. They've been confirmed that at least 34 people were killed. Taiwan's defense ministry says China has set up a military training zone just over 70 kilometers from Taiwan's southwestern coast. It said the exercises were a blatant provocation. A judge in Australia has given a 14-year prison sentence to the parents of Elizabeth Struz, a young diabetic girl who died after being denied insulin for almost a week. The small religious sect her parents belonged to opposed medical care. And a funeral home in southwestern China has had to open its doors to members of the public after the noodle dishes on offer in its canteen became so popular. Food lovers had been pretending to be mourners to gain access to the Erlong funeral home in Guizhou just to try the famous spicy pork noodles.
Welcome back.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? God, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamp Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamp Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
UK. This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Though your heart is aching, smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show.
This is Starr Radio. This is
UK.
Starr Radio UK. This is Starr Radio UK.
Welcome. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Star Radio. Star Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. I want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the Wednesday edition of the morning show. Today is the 26th day of February, the year 2025. The time now 10:57 from the hearts of London. This is Star Radio UK, the Wednesday edition of the morning show, as I did say earlier on, and I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show with Archie.
Yes, from now until 12 o'clock exactly when I bring the program to a close, I'm going to be a captain. I'm going to be flying you through all the terrain and whatever you might call it, no matter the weather conditions and how bad. I promise you one thing for sure, I will take you to the destination of the known in peace and not pieces. So once again, welcome to the program. Do me a massive favor, share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our pages as well. This is Star Radio UK and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. All right, so let me say good morning to my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy. Good morning to Felix all the way in Aberdeen. Good morning to Kojo D. Good morning to Mr. Dan Taberi, CEO of GIL Accountancy Services, our money man. Good morning to Eben all the way in Cape Town, South Africa. Good morning to Delta Hammond all the way in Kumasi. Good morning to Atakofi, to the one and only Mr. Frank Davis. Good morning to you as well. To my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy, as I did say. Mr. Olaibiko Ikimasi, good morning to you, sir. And all our listeners and viewers on the Koiki Media platforms, Yoruba Nation platform, and the United States of Biafra platforms, wherever you all are. Hope you are all doing very, very well. Good morning. Let me say good morning to Bishop Adesina all the way in Lagos, Nigeria, at the RBE office, and your colleagues there as well. I salute you, my Bishop. And good morning to Reverend Emmanuel Chidi. Hope you are all doing very, very well. I also want to extend my special good morning to Anthony Adedeji, Aziz, Shamsuddin, Tosino, and all you wonderful people who tune in daily to watch us, especially those of you in Africa. I know it costs you an arm and a leg, yet you do it religiously. What about that? So I salute you all, and once again, I say thank you very much for joining in. This is Star Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. All right. So as you know, good morning to BB Clement, good morning to KB Bossman, Vicky Newton, Queen, good morning to you. I hope you're all doing very, very well. Yes, HRH, Linda Pallion, good morning. And then the one and only Regina Enima, massive good morning to you as well. I hope you are doing very, very well. Star Radio UK, Wednesday edition of the morning show, 11 o'clock. Let's crack on. The quote for the day says, generally in life, there is nothing that happens without a cause. Generally in life, there is nothing that happens without a cause. So something will happen to move something and move something. But yes, I don't discount the fact that miracles do happen. Yes, miracles do happen. But generally, there is a movement that propels something to move. And yeah, okay. So think about it. What can you do? What can you do to impact your life positively today and over the future as well? Okay. Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let me tell you more about the weather here in London as well. It's quite an interesting one. Our weather forecast for you today. Yes, this afternoon we'll have seen any early rain clear, leaving bright spells, patchy cloud, and scattered showers, some heavy, and with a local risk of thunder. Now, most showers will ease this evening. Overnight, it will be partly cloudy with a chance of some feather, light rain or drizzle in places. It will become widely dry before dawn. Though temperature is going to be 9 degrees, the lower is going to be 3 degrees, UV level is going to be low, pollution is going to be low, sunset is going to be at 17:35, and sunrise for tomorrow morning is going to be at 0653 hours down there. Then we're going to be having some sunny spells throughout for almost a week. What about that? Okay. Wintry sunshine though. So that is by way of the weather forecast for you. And let me take you straight to the travels as well. Let's see what is happening on your travels. As I would say, keep your eyes on the roads, keep your eyes on the roads as we keep you navigated, I promise, our bond. So what is happening in travel this morning? On the underground this morning, those of you in London, the Central Line is experiencing minor delays due to shortage of trains. That aside, all the others are running a good service. DLR, London Tramlink, and London Overground, good service there as well. On the major roads in London, that's the A roads. Blackwall Tunnel is experiencing serious delays, and A13 serious delays. Check out before you leave. The B roads, most of them have got some construction work or one or two going on. So please check so you don't get yourself caught up in some traffic and miss your appointment. Now, the River Bus is running good service throughout the London cable car. Good service there, bringing us straight to the final segment of the travel update. And that's the National Rail. And I will say, keep your eyes on the roads, keep your eyes on the roads, also keep it navigated. I promise I'll bomb. But boy, I have news for you there. Gatwick Express, Greater Anglia, Northern Rail, Southwestern Railway, Southern, Thameslink, and Transpennine Express are all offering special services. So please check before you leave. On that note, let me say it once again, as I will normally do. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute for today. But you know what? Continue to keep those eyes where? On the roads. Let's take a quick break. We come back and we continue with the program. This is Starr Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And at 4 minutes past the top of the hour, let's go global trotting. What have I got news for you? Of course I have. Well, from home here in the UK, well, Starmer cuts aid to fund increase in defense spending. African leaders, developing countries, set up. I did tell you. Okay. All right then. And BP shunts renewables in return to oil and gas. Of course, Trump, what did he say? He said, drill, baby, drill. So everybody has to be drilling. After all this energy conservation and all this environmental thing that we are talking about, yeah. But if we all don't agree that we have to do it, and one is doing it, the other is not doing it, it's not going to be having any impact. We might as well just get on with our lives. Let's leave, and then whatever happens later on happens. Yeah. Okay, we are going to the abyss. Because if you say you are squeezing my neck and then the others are loosening their belts to just live their life, I don't know. But we'll talk about that as the program goes on. Transport Minister, not flight shaming eco warrior. Okay. Well, as I've said, we have to survive before we can save, right? But in some rare story, there some GPs are accused of leaving bills unpaid and patients in danger. What bills and which patients? We're going to be telling you more about that. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. In other stories making the rounds in the world, Ukraine official says minerals deal agreed with the US. Well, Donald Trump says the deal will give Ukraine the right to fight on its war with Russia. So is that stemming up? Because if you're going to take money from them, that means that you said then once we go out, I'm going to be pushing some money in there, and then you can take my resources. Okay, so you have investment there, you have to protect your investment. So what will Russia do? Or Russia still is there or on the back foot thinking that okay, yeah, we're gonna have a peace treaty. But yesterday I was reading another story in the evening, and it was talking about the fact that Russia seemed to say that yeah, they also agreeing that mineral deal with the US, and US investors are going to be there. I don't know whether the occupied Ukrainian areas, that's what they are talking about. I'm not very sure about that, but well, Gaza ceasefire deal impasse resolved by mediators, officials are saying. But one of the stories that we saw this morning that was not should I put it? I saw the quest by Donald Trump to turn Gaza into a Riviera, and now going on his Truth platform to post something, a video, AI video developed that have been generated, and putting it there. And one thing there is seeing himself sitting on the beach with Benjamin Netanyahu, just chilling out there. And I was like, this, when the enemies see, they will think that, oh, really? You want to exterminate us? You want to clear us from there? So what? But I don't know. Well, it looks like money talks, and all the rest is history, right? Okay. Now, major boost for Trump as House passes budget. Okay. But there are other clashes here and there where they're talking about the fact that some are actually angry pertaining to the world's richest man and his quest to cleanse or purge federal workers. I don't know what I think that, well, this one person can do this job. Why are too many people doing it? But we'll see about that. They took all the women here. Rape survivor recall horror of DR Congo jail break. Women recall being raped in prison in DR Congo as chaos broke out after rebels advanced in Goma city. Why? Claims of white genocide not real. South Africa court rule. Well, regret executions and coup. 4 takeaways from former Nigeria military ruler. We'll tell you more about that. Tinubu ex-ally criticizes Nigeria's reform. I already talked about that yesterday, though. But it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. So on the African front, Mauritania prosecutors seek 20-year jail term for a former president, and the Rwanda calls UK sanctions regrettable over alleged M23 support. Okay. And Senegal has signed historic peace deal with the Kasmansi separatists. Well, let's see how that pans out for them as well. Critically injured South African soldier evacuated from Congo amid rebel offensive. Those are some of the stories making the rounds there on the African continent. But moving on. Interesting. Now, Nigeria GDP grew by 3.84% in the fourth quarter 2024. But again, when you look at the indigents, the Nigerians, those in their local community, in their pockets, have they seen any growth of that sort? Well, Africa needs strategic partnership, not loans, to address energy poverty. Lokobiri is saying there. And the Senate's committee accuses CBN of frustrating probe into 30 trillion ways and means facilitating. Would that bring them all into the net, or majority of people there, and therefore they frustrated? Well, let's see. And the former governor, where is he? Alright, still coming away from Starr Radio UK. Ghana won't enter into PPP for road construction. Agboza is saying that private partnership bit. That is they're talking about closure of 7 radio stations. Sam George is a dictator. Minority is. I'll be telling you more about that. Everybody comes, they take their move, and then, well, I see how will restore economic stability. Mahama is saying that is the new governor of the Bank of Ghana. Is going to be reinstating some of the banks that were annihilated or wiped out. Is it going to be doing so? Okay, we'll tell you more about all that as the program goes on. I won't apologize. Apologize for what? Nana come here because it clash over public sector dismissal. Well. And then, fair cocoa prices will stop farmers from selling cocoa lands, Domelo is saying. But no matter how much government intends paying these owners of the various lands or fields or farmlands that's been sold to alamsayers or illegal mining or miners, you think whatever they pay the owners of these farms will go far enough to say that, oh, you know what, it's good to keep the land? Because listen, if the person can come into, call it $1 million, I don't know how much they pay them for those lands, especially when I know that there are prospects that you can get gold there. I know I have to sell it big, so maybe some big amount, and they get that, anything that they can sort their families out perfectly. So why do you think that upon all that they continue to be going to till the land and all those things? Why? How much would government actually pay them? You get it? All right then. But Domelo, the deputy Agric and Food and Agriculture Minister designate in his being quizzed in Parliament, has come out to say that he thinks that by so doing, farmers will stop selling their lands or cocoa lands to these illegal miners. But what do you think? Let me hear from you. It's quite an interesting round, right? Well, it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Let's enjoy this tune from Minister Elo Mesiama, and it says it's a praise medley. It's a reggae tune. Let me say good morning to Atakofi. Atakofi, I hope you are doing very, very well. But a good morning to you. Let's enjoy this tune and I'll be with you in a moment.
Amazed in your presence, there is nothing you cannot do. I stand amazed in your presence, there is joy, peace and hope. I stand amazed in your presence, there is nothing you cannot do. I stand amazed in your presence, there is joy, peace and hope. Hey, there's no one like you, Jesus. There's no one like you in all the earth. There's no one like you, Jesus. There's no one like you, Lord. You do mighty things, you do glorious things. You're the faithful God, awesome is your name. You do mighty things, you do glorious things. You're the faithful God, awesome is your name. You do mighty things, you do glorious things. You're the faithful God, awesome is your name. You do mighty things, you do glorious things. You're the faithful God, awesome is your name. Oh,
Star Radio UK.
Star Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
God is awesome. Our 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 God is awesome. Oh yes, He is awesome. Our God is awesome. Say, oh Lord our God, how excellent is your name in all the earth. How excellent is your name. Oh Lord our God, how excellent is your name in all the earth. How excellent is your name. Oh Lord our God, how excellent is your name in all the earth. How excellent is your name. Oh Lord our God, how excellent is your name in all the earth. How excellent is your name. Oh Lord our God, how excellent is your name in all the earth. How excellent is your name. Oh Lord our God, how excellent is your name in all the earth. How excellent is your name. Oh Lord our God, how excellent is your name in all the earth. How excellent is your name. In the name of Jesus, it is well, it is well, it is well. In the name of Jesus, it is well with my soul today. In the name of Jesus, it is well, it is well, it is well. In the name of Jesus, it is well with my soul today. In the name of Jesus, it is well, it is well, it is well. In the name of Jesus, it is well with my soul today. In the name of Jesus, it is well, it is well, it is well. In the name of Jesus, it is well with my soul today. Hey.
Oh, that's a wonderful tune there for you this morning. I hope that you've enjoyed it. That is from Minister Isabella Ilomesiama, all the way, the lovely wife of the one and only, I call him my big reverend, Michael Esiama. Good morning to you, Minister Ilomesiama, and then to all the Power Word International members. Remember, every dawn they are with us from 5:30 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. Reverend Esiama comes your way with the Power Word International the Power Hour. So make sure you join him. Yes, this morning it was, and I hope that you enjoy it as well. But let's move on. Let's have a look at some of these stories that we are looking at this morning. But before then, Ghana celebrates Friday celebrates Ghana's 68th independence flag raising ceremony. The mayor, the civic mayor of Croydon, Councillor Kola Agbola, which is to invite all and sundry on the 6th of March 2025 to the forecourt of the Croydon Town Hall. Time 1 p.m. prompt for this program. The program is sponsored by Victon, Lady to Lady, Star Radio UK, and a lot more, HTV, and a lot more. Join Councillor Kola Agbola and all the inhabitants of Croydon to celebrate that as well. Okay, and then moving on straight, Women in Business Networking Breakfast 2025. Dr. Olumide Emmanuel is going to be the speaker and the host. BB Clement, you know her on Star Radio UK. Yes. And the event is taking place at 5 to 53 Woolwich New Road, London, SE 186ES. The nearest station, DLR Woolwich Arsenal, or South Eastern Trains, Woolwich Arsenal, or Elizabeth Line to Woolwich. The date is Monday the 17th of March 2025 from 9:45 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. Well, it comes as a fee. Now the fees are £60 each. But if you want a VIP treat, which I know at the moment we got only 10 tickets now, I think even it's left with 8 now. So you want that is £75 each for that ticket. But go to register at Eventbrite or email bb@bbclement.com. For more information, call 07956 596 406. Well, this is also sponsored by Augustine Clement Solicitors. All right then, this is Star Radio UK. Now let's bring you the details of the stories making the rounds this morning, starting from here in the UK. But as I did say, do me a massive favor, share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones, and invite them to like our pages. Star. All right then. So let's move on. Let's have a detailed look at the stories that is making the rounds this morning. Well, the announcement did come yesterday evening, and that was from, let me once again say good morning to Vicky Newton. Queen, I hope you are doing very, very well. Now, Keir Starmer has set our plans to increase defense spending to 2.5% of national income by 2027. The Prime Minister said he will cut the foreign and aid budget to fund the military boost. A move welcomed by the U.S. administration, but labeled a betrayal by development charities. Keir faces MPs in the Commons today before flying to the U.S., where Ukraine will be top of the agenda in a meeting with President Donald Trump. The spending announcement came as leaders across Europe looked to overhaul defense policies over fears the U.S. could make a deal with Russia to end the Ukraine war, which leaves the continent vulnerable. Now, Trump, who has long called for European members of the NATO military alliance to spend more on defense, is attempting to cut a rapid deal to bring the Ukraine war to an end after speaking to Russia's President Vladimir Putin. Now, he has been a staunch critic of the previous U.S. administration's military support for Kyiv and wants Europe to play a bigger role in any future security guarantees for Ukraine. On Tuesday, Ukrainian officials confirmed that a deal has been reached which gives America firm access to the country's vast deposits of valuable rare earth minerals, which Trump signaled could mean continued U.S. military support for Kyiv until a ceasefire with Russia is reached. So when is the ceasefire going to reach? So assuming Russia decides, okay, you know what, you want military anything from the U.S. So now we say we stop. Now, what is it? Okay, they will say that they will want the assurance where the U.S. is going to be with them. So it's going to be like I did say yesterday, that Germany at the time after the Second World War, where it was split, we had the eastern part of Germany and we had the western part of Germany. So Russia is going to be there. We're going to be having all these countries, the European countries, coming there with the U.S. as well. They've been taking some swaths of land or occupying particular places to make sure they give the protection that the Ukrainians need. But this money or this mineral that they are exchanging for all this amount of money, because Trump was alleged to have said that it's going to be about 1 trillion, or not trillion. So it is 1 or 2 trillion. And I don't know, but it looks like now the deal has gone away that even we have Zelensky who will be flying, but let me not go ahead of myself, be flying to the US on Friday to go and meet Trump. So maybe to put his signature to the agreement. And let's see what is going to happen from there. But what do you think? Aid. Let's cut that one and use it for that. Now, we all know that this aid that these developed countries give to various countries is something that we term soft diplomacy. Okay, so I've given you a cup of tea. I'm not saying I cook you bangkung or I cook you amala. And I'll give you a cup of tea, and then so even if you have to be abusive or behave unruly towards me, I know that once you are looking at that, you will tell yourself, oh no, I don't need to do that. You tell yourself, I don't need to do that, and some way somehow you might stop. You be careful there, okay? But now it seems that if all these monies are not going to go to the various aid agencies to help in the various countries where they are helping alleviate diseases and getting people into schools, and I remember back in the day when Ghana was relying on foreign aid to be using it for their food for secondary schools and stuff like that. Now all those monies are not going to be there. So the question is, how has African countries positioned themselves? And then that vacuum that is being created, don't you think that China is going to, because already China is there, and then Russia is going to come in and say, well, we're going to be giving you that. And even before they did that, they also have agreements with some of these. Well, we have is it Mali? And some of them, they have agreement with Russia where they are taking some of these minerals to their particular part of the world. But again, I talk about African leaders and saying that, look, are we going to sit up and wake up and smell the coffee? Or are we still going to be in limbo, not knowing exactly what is going on? Because by the time we say Jack, boy, we'll be left far, far behind. But let me tell you more. Starr Radio UK. The BP has announced it will cut its renewable energy investment and instead focus on increasing oil and gas production. The energy giant revealed a shift in strategy on Wednesday following pressure from some investors unhappy its profits and share price have been much lower than its rivals. Now, BP said it will increase its investment in oil and gas by about 20% to $10 billion a year, while decreasing previously planned renewables funding by more than $5 billion. Now, the move comes as rivals Shell and Norwegian company Equinor have also scaled back plans to invest in green energy, and US President Donald Trump's drill baby drill comments have encouraged investment in fossil fuel. Murray Achinclaws, BP's chief executive, said the company has fundamentally reset its strategy to focus on boosting returns for shareholders. He added that the energy giant will be very selective of investment in businesses working on the energy transition to renewables going forward, reducing funding to between 1.5 billion and 2 billion per year. BP share prices was climbing before the announcement but fell by 2% shortly after some shareholders and environmental groups have previously voiced concerns over any potential ramping up on production of fossil fuel. Now, 5 years ago, BP set some of the most ambitious targets among large oil companies to cut production of oil and gas by 40% by 2030, while significantly ramping up investment in renewables. In 2023, the company lowered its oil and gas reduction target to 25%. Mr. Achinclaws is under pressure to boost profit from some shareholders. Of course, if I come and invest my money there, I don't want it to be bringing me pittance. No, I want value for money, of course. Well, we took a new 4 billion stake in 70 billion company to push for more investment in oil and gas. In 2024, BP net income fell to 8.9 billion, down from 13.8 billion. Oh boy. That's almost 5 billion the previous year. Now, since 2020, when former Chief Executive Bernard Looney first unveiled his strategy, shareholders have received total returns, including dividends, of 36% over the last 5 years. In contrast, shareholders in rival Shell and Exxon have seen returns of up to 82% and 160% respectively. Now, BP and their performance has prompted a speculation that it may be a takeover target, or may consider moving its main stock market listing to the US, where oil and gas companies command higher valuations. Not all shareholders want the company to change course so radically, though. Last week, a group of 48 investors called on the company to allow them a vote on any potential plans to move away from its previous commitment to renewables. A spokesperson for one of the signatories, Royal London Asset Management, said, as long-term shareholders, we recognize BP past efforts towards energy transition, but remain concerned about the company's continued investment in fossil fuel expansion. So, Rama said it, drill, baby, drill. The other time I had some information coming through where Nigeria was trying to say that they're going to start encouraging people to be using electric vehicles and having greener. And I'm telling you that, look, it's not going to be working. Because if the big polluters decide, you know what, we don't give a hoot about whatever you people think, we're going to be going on and doing whatever we want, then what? Okay, so let's see. Well, I think they'll go on the demonstration, do whatever, go and stop oil thing that they do on the motorways. But boy, I bet you this time around, I think people will be whipping them like no man's business. I'm not encouraging anybody to be doing so, though. Well, it is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. Now, 4 in 5 cars should be electric and half of homes should have heat pumps within 15 years, says the government independent climate advisor. By law, the UK must reach net zero, no longer adding to the total amount of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere by 2050. Really? UK greenhouse gas emissions have more than halved since 1990, largely thanks to less electricity coming from fossil fuel, more from renewables. But the Climate Change Committee says that to reach the 2050 target, we will also need to change how we drive and heat our homes. Energy Secretary Ed Miliband said the government will consider the advice and respond in due course. We owe it to current generation to seize the opportunity for energy security and lower bills, and we owe it to future generations to tackle the existential climate crisis, he said. Under UK law, the CCC provides independent advice on how much the UK should emit over a 5 year period, known as carbon budgets, and how it might get there. Now, each carbon budget is a stepping stone to net zero by 2050. The latest advice is that by 2040, emissions should be 13% of their 1990 levels for the UK to stay on track. So your bills are going up, yeah? And even in your bills, they put some renewable thing there. Okay? Your bills are still going up. Do you want to continue that part? I said, if people are struggling, allow the people to, first of all, exist. Okay? Before we can say, okay, now let me be able to save someone else. But I don't know, but maybe I'm the one championing the wrong part, but maybe you also think otherwise. But whatever it is, let me know what you think about it. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. The big polluters are doing their own thing. Now, what about you? Okay, let's move on. Ukraine has agreed the terms of a major mineral deal with the US. A senior official in Kyiv has said, we have indeed agreed it with a number of good amendments and see it is as a positive outcome, the official said, without providing any further details. Now, media reports says Washington has dropped initial demands for a right to $500 billion in potential revenue from outlisting the natural resources, but has not given firm security guarantees to war-torn Ukraine, a key Ukrainian demand. Now, U.S. President Donald Trump said he was expecting his Ukrainian counterpart Volodymyr Zelensky in Washington to sign the deal this week after the two leaders exchanged strong words about each other. Without confirming what that an agreement had been reached. Trump said on Tuesday that in return for the deal, Ukraine will get the right to fight on. Now, you say at one point you are negotiating for the end of the war. Now, another point, because of what, apologies, the monies that you are going to get and the fact that you will be supplying arms and the minerals you're going to get, and the fact that you'll be supplying arms to offset that, you are saying, well, so they can go on to fight. Is it the money that you are making? My colleague, Mr. Frank Davis, Langana, we always say that war is a business. It's a business. And so far as people are making money there, they will continue to fan the flames of war so that they'll be selling their arms and making themselves very rich. And lo and behold, did I say more? Well, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. So is the UK also going to sign a deal with them so that the UK, all the monies that we've also given to them, we can also get it one way or the other? Or we are rich, we are good, Pope Francis, and therefore we are going to make sure that they get whatever they get for free? Really? All right then. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's move on. Okay. Israeli and Hamas officials say the latest impasse in the Gaza ceasefire deal has been resolved by mediators. Israel had delayed the release of 600 Palestinian prisoners on Saturday in protest at what it said was a cruel treatment of Israeli hostages being handed over by Hamas. Hamas said this was a serious violation of the deal. It is now expected that the prisoners will be freed, as well as another batch possibly later on Wednesday or Thursday, in exchange for the return of the bodies of 4 hostages. Now, that will clear the way for U.S. Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff to visit the region. He said he wants Israel and Hamas to begin delayed talks on the second stage of the ceasefire. Now, news of the breakthrough came as thousands of Israelis gathered in the central city of Rishon LeZion to watch the funeral procession of hostages Shiri Bibas and her 2 young sons, Ariel and Fair, whose bodies were returned by Hamas last week. They were killed in captivity after being kidnapped during Hamas attack on Israel 7 October 2023, which triggered the war in Gaza. It is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, and it's your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay. Now, media reports say some power has been restored in parts of Chile's capital, Santiago, after a near nationwide cut left huge swaths of the country without electricity. A state of emergency was declared with a curfew in affected areas where soldiers have been deployed. The Vina de Mar Festival, the largest music event in Latin America, had its third day cancelled. Hospitals and prisons across the country are on emergency generators, and transport is severely disrupted. The government blamed a system failure. Oh boy, I hope that is sorted out ASAP. Starr Radio UK. Would you want to go to a funeral home to go and eat because the food that they prepare is so nice? But it is me, at the back of my mind, the fact that the place is a funeral home, I don't think I would want to be going there. But hey, look at it, it's happening. Foodies in China have been reportedly flocking to an unlikely destination, a funeral home. Get there, then we can incinerate them or bury them, right? After another day served at its canteen went viral on social media, the dish is found at the Elong Funeral Home in the southwestern province of Guangzhou. The canteen caters to the funeral home's customers, but as word began to spread about its noodles, hoodies, or diners, some posing as mourners began showing up to try the food. Now, Elong has since announced it will allow some members of the public to eat at its premises as long as they do not disturb genuine mourners. The funeral home offers various types of noodle dishes during breakfast and supper hours, which cost 10 yuan per bowl, that is $1.38 or £1.09. The most popular type is reportedly the noodles topped with minced pork and peanut. One airline worker told Geopi News that they only serve customers who come to the funeral home to handle matters. But now, I think I have to fly all the way from here to there to go and have a bite of that. But the location in the funeral home, oh boy, yeah. Okay, Starr Radio UK. I don't know, it's a place where you want to go and see them being yum, or it's a place you want to go, and meditate and reflect on your life rather than going to yum. All right, then. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London at 11:43. And we go straight to Africa. Let me announce the lines open if you want to hop in to share your take with us. Feel free to do so. Plus on 0208133257 or 57 or text us on 0753966117 or 0753966144 at X. Handle is at Starr Radio UK. Email address is info@starradiouk.com. All right then. A South African court has dismissed claims of a white genocide in the country as clearly imagined and not real, undermining comments made by US President Donald Trump and his advisor Elon Musk. The ruling came as the court blocked a wealthy benefactor donation to white supremacist group Borlonjon. Now, Grandland Michael Bray wanted to bequeath $2.1 million to the group to help it further its messages of racial hatred and separation. But the court ruled this request was invalid, vague, and contrary to public policy. Now, Trump has referred to the large-scale killing of farmers in South Africa, while Musk has condemned what he said was racist ownership laws and previously condemned the genocide of white people. And despite vowing to crack down on immigration, Trump has said the white South African farmers will be allowed to settle in the U.S. as refugees because of the persecution he said they face. Is it because Elon Musk comes from that place? Okay, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bringing the time now to 11:45. So coming from the African continent. He told me that if I try to escape, he will kill me. Pascaline, 22, recalls the words of a rapist at a prison in Goma, the largest city in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, in the early hours of 27th of January. I was forced to let it happen instead of losing my life, Pascaline said. He was the second man to rape her at the Munzenze prison. The first attack was so violent that she passed out. Her attackers came over the wall from the men's block right next door called Safina, she says. We heard a noise as they jumped onto the water tanks. There were so many of them and we were so scared. The ones who were unlucky were raped. The ones who were lucky got out without being raped. Now chaos was spreading through the jail and the surrounding city. Rwandan-backed M23 rebels were closing in on Goma after a rapid advance through the region. Most of the prison guards and the city authorities had already fled. Shooting could be heard outside the jail. Now, hours later, inside the compound, there was a fire, apparently set by a male prisoner as they tried to escape. By morning, about 4,000 male inmates had broken out, but few of the women managed to get away. A total of 132 female prisoners and at least 25 children burned to death, according to sources. A month on, Pascaline has come back to the charred shell of the prison complex where an empty watchtower still stands. She wants to tell her story and is willing to be identified. She is also a voice for the dead. She walks through the main yard of the women's section, glancing at the scorched walls, scattered cooking pots and piles of clothing. Her hand comes to her mouth in wordless horror, and she shakes her head. At one point, I didn't know what was happening anymore, she says. It was after seeing the others die that I began to pull myself together. I would say that it was God who wanted me to be saved. Pascaline, an onion seller, wound up behind bars here when her employer accused her of theft. Nadine, 22, has also come back to the prison for the first time. In her mind, she cannot escape it. It is a sad one. It is a sad one. Is it some of the prison, the male prisoners who did that? And if you are broken free and you are running off, why don't you just run off? Why do you come to rape somebody? You. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK. Well, some good news for Nigeria this morning. What do you think, Bishop Adesina? Well, Nigeria's gross domestic product, that GDP, grew by 3.84% year on year in real terms in the fourth quarter, driven mainly by the service sector, the National Bureau of Statistics has said in its latest report. The report, Nigeria gross domestic product report quarter 2024, was released on Tuesday, February 25. It shows that Nigeria's fourth quarter growth of 3.84% was higher than 3.46% recorded in the fourth quarter of 2023. The ICIR reports that the growth rate was also higher than the 3.46% reported in the third quarter of 2024. The service sector recorded a growth of 5.37% and contributed to 57.38% to the aggregate GDP, MBA stated. It said that the service sector contributed more to the aggregate GDP in the review quarter commanded to the corresponding quarter of 2023 in the terms of share of the overall GDP growth. The agriculture sector recorded 1.76% growth compared to 2.10% growth recorded in the fourth quarter. But the question is, how is it reflecting in people's personal economy? Well, one final story from Nigeria before we launch into Ghana, and then we can bring the whole program to a close there. A new joint venture that is anticipated to transform Nigeria marine transportation was signed by NNPC Shipping, Starr and Cavitin Marine Limited. The agreement aims to create a new tanker operation to supply crude oil, refined goods, and LNG to Nigeria and West Africa on a regional and global scale. In order to provide excellent, reliable, and efficient maritime transportation, the joint venture partners will launch a new company. Kudos to them. Let's see how it all pans out. So far as we are getting value for money, why not? And not, as I did say, African leaders sitting down waiting and saying, oh, let's mimic what the advanced countries are doing. Oh boy, you don't want to, right? Okay, it is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. The directive from the Minister for Communications, Digital Technology and Innovation, Samuel Nate George, to the National Communications Authority to enforce law on 6 radio stations operating without authorization and another in Boko for national security reasons has sent members of parliament into a frenzy. The MP from Praiso Davis and Sao Poku, in a statement, questioned the legal basis for the directive from the sector minister. According to him, the move amounts to illegal interference in the operation of the NCA and thus must not be allowed to stand. The MP for Gushebu Hassan Tampoli, on his part, accused the communications minister of engaging in dictatorship with his actions. He likened Sam George to the late Idi Amin of Uganda. Now, Minister for Environment, Science and Innovation Murtala Muhammad, however, did not take kindly to the labels being slapped on his colleague minister and made that abundantly clear. Minority Chief Whip Frank Anodompre, on his part, argued that even if stations were closed in the past under the Nana Dudang administration, that spectacle must not repeat itself. What is good for the goods It's good for the Ghana. Then Sawam Adweje MP prayed to the second deputy speaker, who was presiding on the to summon the sector minister over the development. Majority leader Mahama Yariga, however, argued that there was nothing legally wrong with the directive of the minister. The Boko Central MP emphasized government will continue to shut down stations flouting regulations. The second deputy speaker, Andrew Asiama, however, rejected the prayer for the communications minister to be summoned. He, however, asked members to still agree to file questions for the minister to answer. So what exactly is going on there? Now, when the MPP was in power, they shut some radio stations down to the license of them. But now, let's see what is going to happen in there. It's quite an interesting one, right? They say, oh, don't do that. No, these people, our party did that, or yes, the past government did that. But no, don't do that. They say, well, we're gonna do it. What can you do? Okay, it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. I think Makin is saying he tried to reform Ghana Water Company, but he became the victim. Well, we're going to be telling you more about that. Maybe not today, though. It's important to have a clergyman on the Council of State. In Team Fojo is saying. Well, somebody said that in this part of the world, we have the clergymen there. We have a seat for them in the upper house. The House of Lords. Yeah. So maybe we need that there. But again, before I come to one other story, let me ask you what you think. Now, when the NPP are in power, they say they call it the Jubilee House. When the NDC is in power, they say they want to call it the Flagstaff House. Now, leading member of the Convention's People's Party, Kwame Jentua Esquire, has called on President John Dramani Mahama to rename the seat of government from Jubilee House back to its original name, Flagstaff House. Now, speaking in an interview, being questioned about the rationale behind the name Jubilee House, again that the original name has held significant historical value and should be restored. I want President Mahama to change the name of the seat of government back to Flagstaff House, he stated, emphasizing the need to preserve Ghana's history for future generations. He also criticized the naming of Kotoka International Airport after General Emmanuel Kutuka, who played a key role in the overthrowing Ghana's first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. According to Jantua, naming Ghana's main entry point after a coup leader contradicts the principles of the constitution. How do you name the entry of your country after someone who overthrew a legitimate government? It flies in the face of the constitution, he argued. Jantua further questioned whether Ghanaians truly understand or understood the historical significance of Flagstaff House, pointing out that similar colonial era government structures existed in other countries such as Nigeria. He compared it to notable global landmarks like number 10 Downing Street, stressing in the UK, stressing that preserving original names helps maintain national identity. Our children today, do they know the history behind the Flagstaff House and why it was called that? The colonial masters started Flagstaff House and there was one in Nigeria. Isn't that history for our children? He asked. Now, Jantua believes that if the Supreme Court does not intervene, President Mahama should take it upon himself to restore the name, as he had previously suggested. Now, if he does that, what is going to happen there? What we're going to be seeing is, we're going to be seeing, maybe say, let's say after 2 terms or 3 terms, when the NPP comes back, let's go back. Then it's not only that the signage, all the headed papers and documentations and everything will all have to change. So are we not just wasting money? Well, we've tried that. If it didn't work, let us just leave on and let it be. But what do you think? If you want that done, let me know what you think about that. Okay, this is Starr Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, let's move on to one other story before I bring the program to a close there. The Deputy Minister Designate for Food and Agriculture, John DeMello, has expressed concern over the increasing trend of cocoa farmers relinquishing their farm to small-scale illegal miners in exchange for substantial financial gain. The underlining word there is substantial financial gains. The Ayawaso West Wagon legislature attributed this shift to the low cocoa prices in the country, which leaves farmers struggling to sustain their livelihoods. Now, during his vetting before Parliament Appointment Committee on Tuesday, February 25, Mr. DeMello called for improved cocoa pricing to discourage farmers from selling their farmlands to illegal miners. He stressed that offering competitive prices will incentivize farmers to preserve their lands instead of turning to mining for economical survival. Now, giving Ghana's cocoa farmers the right price will deter them from selling their cocoa farms, DeMello stated. He also emphasized that the need for better regulation in the mining sector to minimize its adverse effects on agriculture. Now, another crucial step is to properly structure the mining industry so that its operations do not harm cocoa farms. However, the primary issue remains pricing, he added. And how true is that? Very, very true. Pricing. But the issue is, do you think if they go on to say, okay, let's increase the price a bit, whatever they are getting, would that actually match what they will be making? Let me put it, instantly or within a short term to what keeping the land and all those things. And especially when you have a land and you know that there is prospect, that there is gold underneath that. Maybe I will have to go underneath there and start dredging or digging to get the gold by myself. But what do you think? Maybe we have to coordinate off, have a nice fence or around my farm, and then I can go underneath my farm and do all sorts. But what do you think about all that? Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I bring the program to a close for today. It's been a pleasure coming your way. But before I go, let's take these announcements again. The Civic Mayor of Croydon, Councillor Agbola, wishes to invite your company, my company, to Croydon celebrating the 68th Independence Flag Raising Ceremony, and that event takes place on the 6th of March 2025, location 4 Court Croydon Town Hall, and the time is going to be exactly at 1 p.m. So you are all cordially invited. This program is sponsored by Victim, Ladies to Ladies, Starr Radio UK, Jinyami, and a lot more from there as well. Okay, Starr Radio UK. And the final announcement before we go away, and this time around, Women in Business Networking Breakfast 2025 event is taking place. Dr. Lumide Emmanuel, Global Thought Leader on Business and Wealth Creation, and being hosted by B.B. Clement, entrepreneur and the author of the book From Employee to Entrepreneur, is inviting you to a program on Monday the 17th of March 2025. The event is taking place at the Tram Shed, 51 to 53 Woolwich New Road, London SE 18 6ES. The nearest stations are DLR Woolwich Arsenal, when you are using a DLR, Southeastern Trains, Woolwich Arsenal, and Elizabeth Line, Woolwich. Now, to get you there, there is a fee to pay, £60 per head. If you want a VIP ticket, it is £75. Already, it was 10 left, but now I can tell you that there's only 8 left. So you get your hands on it by going to Eventbrite or email bb at bbclement.com for more information. Call 079 56 596 406. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that event is being sponsored by Augustine Clement Solicitors. Okay, that announcement. All right, and so this is why I bring the program to a close for today. I want to say thank you very much to every one of you who tuned in today to listen to us. It's been a pleasure coming your way. I'll come your way tomorrow, God willing, once we are live with another edition of the morning show. But let me bring you a tune. This one ran from who? Can I have my Zonga man? Can I have my Zonga man? Oh no. Let's see this one. One from. Okay, let's see this commercial, and once I come back, I'll bring you my last tune. Stay tuned.
Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you're stressed out, tired. Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233244941 or 00233200606 and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I bring the program to a close and let's go to the Zongo man. He says what? The problem of Africa, and I think African leaders are listening to it. If they are not, and you are listening on their behalf, tell them they have to wake up and smell the coffee. There are things happening. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm out like that. I'm Archie. Bye.
The problem of Africa is the elite. Africa. Who run things,
This is Starr Radio UK.
The problem of Africa.
Thanks for listening.
Who run things, Them all go to universities. Universities award them degrees. Big degrees. Big degrees. MSc in stealing. Bachelor of Arts, mismanagement. Masters in losing.
Thanks for listening.
In corruption. Bachelor of Science in nepotism. MSc in forgery. Bachelor of Arts in indiscipline. MSc in embezzlement. The problem of Africa is the elite. Africa. Who run things. The problem of Africa is the elite. Africa. Who run things. Some of them went to London School of Fools, where they were awarded degrees in foolishness, PhD in stupidity, MSc in foolishness, PhD dishonesty, PhD in recklessness, Bachelor of Arts in selfishness, MSc in greed, BSc maladministration, PhD in quasi-SM, PhD pull him down, MSc